To test their survival skills and overcome mental barriers, each recruit is given a live rabbit. What they do with it is up to them.
Right, y'all, welcome back to Coming Arms channel. Okay, so today we're checking out something from the NATO YouTube channel, and this is all about the Latvian Special Forces. So this is specifically about their selection process, kind of what these Special Forces recruits have to go through in order to get into the Special Forces. And I gotta say, we've seen a lot of Special Forces assessments and selections, and yeah, some are definitely much more different than others, and some just have a lot of stuff that they don't even want to show on YouTube. But I gotta say, I think there's generally a better way to do it, you know, while still kind of testing their mettle and seeing what kind of skills that they have to actually bring to the table. But I will say a lot of these selection processes also do a very poor job of really kind of assessing what their aptitude is when going into Special Forces. So hopefully these guys do it a little bit better than some of the other Special Forces that we've seen. So let's go ahead and check it out. But it's a NATO YouTube channel, should be pretty good quality. Hell yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way.
It's 4 a.m. at a military training facility outside Riga in Latvia.
Ouch.
These men have been chosen after completing a grueling 6-month pre-selection process. Over the next few weeks, they'll face tasks designed to break them both physically and mentally.
So they've already gone through 6 months of like pre-selection stuff? Jeez Louise. I know like before going to like Ranger school here in the US Army, we usually have to go through like a unit's pre-Ranger course, but holy cow, 6 months is a long one.
Mūsu kurs nav ne grūtāks, atlase ne vieglāk par to, kādas tas ir labākajām speciālo spēku vienībām pasaulē. Bet jūs to varat, jūs to izdarīsiet, un tikai jūs paši sev varat pateikt nē.
Nice. Well said.
Neviens nepiedzimst stiprs, viņš sev padara tādu stipru. Lai jums veicās.
The brave man wins. That's very much akin to who dares wins.
Drošais uzvar.
Not all of them will make it to the end of the recruitment phase, but those that do will become elite soldiers, the Special Forces. Their motto, the brave man wins.
Damn, he's got the Minecraft camo. He had a wide stance on those push-ups.
Due to the sensitive nature of their work, the recruits and instructors in this film will remain anonymous.
Jesus,
they will be
what the
referred
heck?
to only by their role or the number they're assigned.
We don't train them, we test them. So we look that they are able to perform in under extreme condition. That's what we are looking for during the selection.
The lights behind him, that's a cool touch.
Situated in between Lithuania and Estonia, Latvia makes up one of the 3 Baltic states. To its east is Latvia's other neighbours, Belarus and Russia. Formed in the early 90s after the fall of the Soviet Union when Latvia won its independence, the Latvian Special Forces, like those in other countries, are considered elite soldiers. Their operations, almost always covert, include counter-terrorism, search and rescue, sea landings, underwater missions, attack and detention, and airborne operations.
Hell yeah, dude.
Being part of the SF.
Nice clips.
Is something you can be proud of and let your parents and your family be proud of as well.
His English is interesting.
The recruits will train under the toughest conditions, and the forests, which make up more than 40% of Latvia's terrain, are the ideal training ground. They'll be put through tasks called phobia tests, designed to challenge their fears and push their endurance to the limit.
So what are they doing? I saw they had like the taped up gas mask, maybe like a claustrophobia kind of thing.
Cilvēks, viņam ir tendence izdzīvot, un tu vienkārši to spied, un tu zini, ka nākamie pārbaudījumi būs tādi paši, ka tas ir tik tālu, ka tu vienkārši cīnīsies, lai izdzīvot.
Deprived of food and sleep and under intense stress, some of them will quit.
We look for soldiers who are able to think under duress, who are able to work individually as well as a part of the team. Are they able to struggle with themselves?
They look miserable.
There'll be no easy rides. The instructors have been through this process themselves and are all Special Forces operatives. But for these recruits, the hard work starts.
They're wearing like a rabbit skin and that's it? Jesus.
To be a member of the Special Forces, a soldier must have ability, courage, endurance, and physical and mental stamina. For these
Oh,
Latvian
dude, okay, that was
recruits, the
definitely a
next 3
claustrophobia
weeks will
test.
shape their professional future. If they demonstrate these attributes and pass a number of phobia tests, they will become part of the Latvian military's elite unit.
Interesting. So it's a lot of phobia tests, huh? I don't know what mine would be. Mine would probably be heights, but
First
like,
task tests
I'm
their
kind of over
ability
that
to keep
too.
calm in a claustrophobic environment. Blinded in a taped-up gas mask, they must negotiate swamps, woodland, and a 20-foot
Oh my
underground
gosh.
tunnel. Their only guidance is the man in front.
That's crazy. They literally cannot see. Okay, that's
The task
trippy.
is carried out in complete silence,
Okay, that's why you have the gun. Interesting.
except for occasional machine gun fire.
I think I had the anxiety in every single tunnel, but in a positive way, like a problem you want to handle. Not like, oh, I'm gonna get stuck and I'm gonna stay here forever. No, not like that. It's just
Huh.
a small minor thing you have to go through, and that's all.
Yeah. Good way of putting it, dude.
For some, though, it is too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's just gonna be harder to breathe. That just is also gonna be annoying.
Handling the tough physical challenges that the training places on the body is part of the process. Recruits are expected to push through the pain barrier. If they can't, there is only one alternative.
If the soldier want to quit, we give them 5 minutes just to think, and during these 5 minutes, he made a decision to quit, so we do not help them.
Tad vai nu tu pasaki, es izstājos no mācību grupas, vai nu tu turpini uzdevumu?
Izstājos.
Skaļāk.
Es izstājos no mācību grupas.
Ļoti labi. Turpinam.
While the task is over for this recruit, for the others it continues. They follow a rope into a hangar where they must wriggle under floorboards, over walls and through jagged holes.
They still can't see.
There's no sympathy from the instructors.
That is tight. Whoa. Jeez, okay. What is he doing? Is he poking him?
We want that they
Came out of nowhere.
perform everything
Shit.
in high standards according to our orders.
Ah, they're literally just grabbing a rope. That's crazy.
Over the next few days, the recruits are put through their paces in a number of other phobia tests. First, a 50-foot jump. One by one, each recruit climbs to the top of a bridge, is strapped into a harness, and must walk along a ledge to the jump spot. From there, they have 1 minute to leap from the bridge.
Is it just a static line
It's
or
not
is it
just
like
the
a
height that they
bungee?
have to deal with. If they get their jump wrong, the snap of the rope could cause serious injury. But
Oh,
those that
okay.
get it right are through to the next challenge.
Yeah, you don't want to go like straight down. Fuck that.
The smoke test.
Iesim iekšā, aizturēs ātru. Turēsies man šeit. Tā iesim iekšā. Kad mēs apstāsimies, es tev uzstīšu šeit. Tas ir signāls gāzes. Daudz virsū, izpūt ārā, un tu man pīsti šitā. Klausies.
Okay, damn. I've never done a gas mask that I couldn't see out of, so that'd be extra trippy.
Tās robežas. Un tu visu laiku strādā tikai uz tās robežas, un vai tu nesalūzīs kādā brīdī, nebūs viss, ka tu nevari vairs.
A new day brings a new challenge, the aggression test.
Oh man. It's gonna be like
Recruits must
milling.
step into the ring with Special Forces operatives and take a beating. Heavily padded, many try to fight back, but most are pummeled onto the canvas.
Oh, so are you allowed to fight
We try
back?
to improve their qualities, which is endurance, speed, strength, and mental stamina.
At this stage, the recruits are tired and hungry.
At least they get pads, man. Like, I wouldn't want to take a beating without pads from those
They
guys.
eat twice a day, and to sleep more than 2 hours, they have to earn it.
No kidding, man. Yeah, so maybe that's why they don't want to really fight back. They don't have the energy.
Vai te bija matemātikas vai uz atmiņu, skanēja vārdi 40 minūtes līdz 15 minūtes, viņās varēja uzrakstīt. Un bija dzējolīšo jāmācās. Un es ar to tu varēju savu nopelnīt mieru.
Finally,
Interesting,
it's the
okay.
swimming pool.
Like brain dead trying to remember all this stuff. Oh man, okay. This would not be fun for me at all.
Phobijām man bija ūdens.
Yep.
Tas bija grūtākais.
And this is where I'd probably be heading out.
Mēs tie tām acīm kājām. Vienkārši sevi, domā jau uz priekšu, kas varētu notikt. Sevi šaustīja. Tad bija baigi grūti, bija jāsaņemās.
Recruits are repeatedly pushed underwater. When they resurface, their hands and legs bound, they are pushed back to the bottom of the pool. For some, there is only so much they can take.
Oh man, the splashing in the face when you go up must be brutal. Just trying to get air at that point.
Parasti tās lietas, vienmēr izpild kaut kā viegli. Tur bija šoreiz grūtāk. Sakrās līdz kādam brīdim, kad vienkārši pārdet.
For number 27, the game is up.
Jeez, how do you even breathe at that
Each
point?
Special Forces recruit has just 2 chances to pass the selection phase. Those that fail this year can, if they choose, try again the following year, but fail again and they're out for good.
Man tālāk ir nākotnes plāni izmantot otru iespēju šajā atlases posmā, ko es noteikti izmantošu, ianalizēšu savus kļūdas un mācīšos no tām. Centīšos iziet atlases posmu nākamā.
She's just gonna be hazing himself in the pool, man.
Pass the phobia tests. The hardest is yet to come.
Really? Damn. So where they're just naked with the rabbit skin?
Winters in Latvia can drop below minus 20 degrees Celsius.
It's probably about negative 20 Fahrenheit, right?
Uninhabited, but for the next 9 days, the Special Forces recruits will call them home. This is the survival.
Oh, dude, if they're gonna have to like survive naked in this freaking cold, that's gotta be brutal. You would just actually like lose feeling in your body at that point.
Phase.
Tad izdzīvošana mums ir ļoti elementāra. Mēs skatāmies 2 punktus. Vai cilvēks cīnās un dzīvo, vai cilvēks necīnās un mirst. Viss.
The recruits must survive alone and unaided for the duration of the exercise.
I'm sure they don't even tell them like how
Clothing and
long.
equipment are taken from them until they are virtually naked.
Tā kā lielākās problēmas varbūt sagādāt tieši
Yeah, no doubt.
augsts. Ja visu atņem, tā nav kurpes, tu nevar iziet ārā pilnvērtīgi staigāt un visu darīt.
To test their survival skills and overcome mental barriers, each
Jeez.
recruit is given a live rabbit. What they do with it is up to them.
Oh, no
Lai gan
kidding.
viņš ir fiziski spēcīgs,
Like, sorry,
lai gan
buddy.
viņš ir domājošs,
You gotta go.
bet pie noguruma cilvēks, kā viņam tā kā aiztaisās prāts ciet, smadzenes.
Imagine someone like finishes that whole thing and keeps the rabbit alive, and they just have it as like a pet or something. There you go. You guys can really see that.
Ciet.
The rabbits rarely survive.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it
The
makes
recruits
sense.
cook the meat and turn the fur into clothing. No parts of the rabbit are wasted.
Interesting.
Ja ir siltums un ir nedaudz ko ēst un ir ūdens, kā varēs redzēt varbūt ārā, var paskatīties, tad viss tev priekš dzīvošanas ir.
Yeah, I mean, shit, it's true. Like, but again, depending on how long they actually need to
In these
survive.
conditions, fire and shelter are vital. They must use natural materials to build a temporary home, some of which are better than others.
That's nice.
Šādi tādu uzlabojumu tikai jāveic un viss. Un tu visu dari tad, kad ir gaišs, tad, kad ir saule, un tad tikai naktī tev atliek izdzīvot.
Damn, okay.
The
Yeah, it's
recruits
nice
who make
unless
it
it's-
through the survival phase have demonstrated that they have what it
Hut
takes
sets
to
on
be
fire.
part of the Latvian Special Forces.
Mūs interesē cilvēki, kas grib uzdrīkstēties, darīt kaut ko vairāk. Viņš ir kreatīvs,
That's so cool.
viņš ir ārprātīgs, viņš ir spēcīgs, viņam ir galva uz pleciem, viņš ir domājošs.
Yeah, that's pretty much sounds about right for Special Forces. That
Over
survival
the past few
phase is
weeks, these
crazy.
recruits have been through a process that has pushed them to the limits, both physically and mentally.
It was long, it was challenging, it was overall good because I made it.
They'll now face another 6 months of training before they become field operatives.
Damn.
Those that failed, if they choose, can go through it again next year. Those that passed have proven the brave man wins.
That's fucking crazy. That was a cool selection process. That was probably one of the more unique ones we've seen. Okay, so like with the phobia testing, again, that's not like, they've kind of gone over some things like that in other selection processes, especially with like, I know with like with the SAS, they do more of like interrogation, and they really try and get like more psychological in that regard. But just doing like the phobias like that, especially with a gas mask, just having a gas mask alone like that much is gonna freak you out. I don't know if they have to sleep with it on, but if that's the case, oh my gosh, it's gonna be a nightmare. Like you're definitely just not gonna be getting any sleep. But the fact that they just literally couldn't see for like however many days they were doing that, and the swim one, again, that one looked freaking brutal. But again, that survival test, that was such a unique one. And again, it's probably not going to cover how long they were actually out there. But I mean, the fact that they give them a live rabbit, it's almost like you get the extra crazy guys that would just be like, you know what, let me just try and keep this rabbit alive and just try and make clothes out of something else and get food somewhere else. But yeah, I wonder what kind of knowledge they give them prior to actually doing this so they can actually kind of succeed, at least in them knowing like how to build a shelter or how to build a fire, how to get like certain food. Yeah, that's it is pretty impressive. And again, just a very creative kind of selection process compared to other ones we've seen. Yeah, so if you guys have any other details about the Latvian Special Forces or any other videos to recommend, definitely shoot them my way, because that was freaking awesome. I think we might have checked out the Latvian Special Forces before potentially, but I'm not really sure. That was freaking cool though. So if you guys have any other details, again, definitely throw them down below. If you have more details on the selection process or maybe why they do certain things that I didn't necessarily pick up on, definitely throw that down below as well. But a very cool selection process and a lot of work just going into getting to that. And then of course, after that, they have 6 more months, which is freaking nuts. But yeah, okay. I have newfound respect for the Latvian Special Forces. I didn't really know a whole lot about them before. But yeah, they seem pretty badass. And even seeing like those missions that they do, like search and rescue and the like airborne operations and all that stuff, that looked pretty freaking cool too. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think regardless. That is it for this one. I'll see y'all in the next one.